Hey, what's up guys, Andy here, and today we're reviewing over Fairy Tail episode 308, The Mightiest Demon of the Book of Zeref. Okay, so this is the episode I've been waiting for. The awakening of E.N.D, the stare down between Gray and E.N.D. The fight was really good in this one too. There's a scene I didn't see coming at all, but I should have probably seen coming, but, didn't. Maybe another redemption arc for Mist? I don't know, question mark. Does he even really need to redeem himself for this? Because this is kind of what any logical person would have done, with the whole Brandish August thing, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure on the gray line there, but yeah, this episode was really good in my opinion, and, it's just all my opinion. If you don't like Fairy Tail, I get it. It's not the best show in the world, but I love it. I mean, it was one of the first animes I ever watched, and, I'm still watching to this day, so, if that tells you anything about what I think about it, but yeah. Without further delay, gang, don't forget to check me out on Instagram, at The Last Exorcist. Been posting a lot of cool stuff there, and you kind of get to see what videos are to come. But other than that, I cannot wait to get in and talk about this, so let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if y'all do end up liking the video, or you want to help the channel grow in general, and I'll catch y'all in the video. Peace out.
They say you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. And no, I don't wanna be alone in the world out there.
Alright, so we start things off with a little bit of a flashback here of who E.N.D is, Aetherius, Natsu, Dragneel, and we cut straight into our intro here, which, nothing really too special, but then we get right back into the action, and right here Natsu's laying the law down with Brandish. She's like, we'll have to fight you if you're gonna stand in our way, and that's when she says, this is annoying. And Natsu grabs his chest, which we all kind of assume that's she reverted the tumor back. But, we cut into the title card here, The Mightiest Demon of the Book of Zeref, like I said, but we go right back into this, and Lucy's like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Because he's a threat to us, duh. Well, what do you think I did that for? And Lucy tells her, if I beat you, then you've got to revert him back, and she's like, you're never gonna beat me, and I don't plan on giving you an option, because I'm gonna kill you and part ways, be done with this. And she's like, she's pretty tilted, and she looks really cool in this scene. But that's about when the fight starts, and I love this fight. Love it or hate it. There was a little bit of fan service here and there, but good fight. Scorpio comes out, and, Lucy's just hitting shots left and right because of the dust. And he's like, yeah, badass, and she uses this attack called Aquametria, which makes the ground swell and surge like waves, so it's a sand tidal wave. Really cool animation. Didn't want to get a screenshot of it though, because I couldn't find one that looked good. Apparently Scorpio and Aquarius are dating. I don't remember if I've seen something about that, but it kind of brings back memories, maybe, not sure. I'll just go with it. But that's when everything kind of just stops, because Demeria, or whatever her name is, I can never remember it, she comes in and she's like, Randy, drop the act. And she tells him, you knew I was watching and you planned to lose to her because you weren't going to kill either one of them. And she says, you're done, son. You're done. It's over. Game, set, and match. And she goes in on Brandish. Hits her with a knife. Brandish is pretty much mortally wounded at this point and presumed dead. But it's Brandish, so we'll talk about that in a minute. Moving on to Irene and Mavis. Irene tells her, she's like, it's never taken me this long before to strip magic power out of a person. That is some good magic you got there, huh? And Mavis is just laying there, but if you remember, Gray beat Invel. And Zeref comes in, and I didn't see this coming at all. Zeref comes in, and he's like, I only need 3 minutes, give me that. And she's like, yeah, sure. And then the real Zeref runs in, and he's like, that's not me, Irene. And that's when she puts her hand through Mavis, and it's an illusion, because since the spell broke, yeah, Mavis got free, which I should have seen it coming. I really should have. Either way, though, badass scene, badass way to get out of there. And that's when she's climbing down this pillar, and Mess shows up, and she's like, I can take you to the rest of the guild. Which is a good thing. Good guy Mess again. I don't know what they're trying to pull with Mess' character. I think he did the smart thing, but that's just me. We move over to Droy and Jet getting just steamrolled by enemies, and they really can't fight anymore. And that's when Gajiel shows up, and he's like, I've already almost died once. The least I can do is help my friends. And they're like, Gajiel seriously just called us friends. And then we get this moment. Oh God, I love Levy. You're supposed to take me back to the guild hall, remember? And then she breaks down on him crying, and he's like, I'll take you back, don't worry. But that's when Zeref disappears because Mavis remembered her. Cutting back over to Brandish here, Porolosica and Evergreen find her, and they kind of patch her up a little bit, I guess. And they're like, you know, the tumor you shrunk wasn't E.N.D Ether Nano. And that's when we cut over to, I'm just going to call her D-Bitch because I can't remember her name. She's like, Isko sure has some handy stuff available. And she puts the seal stone on him, and she's like, this is the stuff they had me tied up with. And she goes, I think I'll start by gouging your eyes out. And Lucy had a very cool scene here. She goes, I would rather lose my eyes than amuse scum like you. I'll still remember the faces of all my guild members. And as she's going to cut her face, she goes, Natsu. And that's when, boom, we cut over, and Lucy wakes up with scattered, like, burnt blood all over her face, and D-Bitch is dead. And that's when Porolosica, Brandish, and Evergreen walk in, and they're like, it wasn't a tumor of E.N.D Ether Nano, it was something crazier that may have awakened in him that's demonic. This is the scene I was wanting. It wasn't much. It was a split second. Had to really try hard to get that thumbnail right there, boys. But that is E.N.D and Gray staring off. And they just look at each other, and it cuts to Gray, and he goes, Natsu. And it cuts to Natsu, and he goes, Gray. And it looks like it's about to go down. But Natsu was heading for Zeref. So not sure how that's going to work out in the long run. But yeah, guys, that was my review over this week's episode 308. I loved it. I thought it was everything and more. But yeah, tell me what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll catch you all in literally an hour for Boruto. So stay tuned to check that out. Don't forget to hit the bell button. And click always. I don't know how YouTube works. Some kind of new system where you have to click always now. So do that too. You know what I mean? See y'all next time. Peace out.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear, driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair.